Hey guys, welcome to Jenny Bakes, and today we're going to be making lavender macarons with honey buttercream. This flavor in macaron is probably my most favorite flavor because of the fragrant fresh lavender and because of the addition of honey, which gives it a different taste and just sweetens it to the perfect amount. So let's get started. The lavender that I used in this video was lavender from a lavender farm in Maui, Hawaii. And here on the Lavender Farm, they have a little house where they sell their lavender, and they sell culinary lavender and lavender used for other things, and also like drinks and desserts made with lavender. The drink that we tried at the Lavender Farm was their lavender lemonade, and this was really good because it had a slight lavender flavor and wasn't too strong. But we also tried their lavender brownies, and that was very strong, so we thought it was only okay. This is how a lavender plant looked like, and on this farm there were tons of lavender plants everywhere, and it was pretty cool to see how much there actually was. And so let's get back to the kitchen to make our lavender macarons. So the first thing that you want to do is add 1 tablespoon of lavender into a food processor and give it a quick blend. To help it blend a little better, I added about 1 tablespoon or so of powdered sugar, and I continued to blend it. After doing that with the lavender, the next step is to sift 1 cup of powdered sugar into a bowl. And then to the same bowl, you sift 3/4 cups of almond meal, or also known as almond flour. If you are not able to find almond flour, you can make your own almond flour by grinding up almonds until it's a nice powdery texture. And then just go ahead and mix everything until it's well combined. And in a stand mixer, I added 2 egg whites, and I started to beat it until it became frothy. Once your egg whites reaches a frothy stage, slowly add in 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar. You don't want to add this all at once, but you want to just stream the sugar in slowly. And after beating for a while, my egg whites are almost at stiff peaks, and this is when I decided to add my purple food coloring. You can make it as light or dark as you want, but I tried to make mine more of a natural color. I continued to whisk my egg whites till it reached stiff peaks, and you'll know that it reached stiff peaks because when you take your whisk and stand it straight up, the top of the egg whites should be standing straight up and not drooping over. Here I added my egg whites to my powdered sugar and almond flour mixture, and I folded it 20 to 30 times until the batter was properly combined. You have to be very careful because when you fold it too many times, your macarons can be messed up, and when you underfold it, it can also mess up. So make sure that your batter is perfectly combined. After the batter was mixed, I added it into a pastry bag, and I piped nice even round circles on a pan that is topped with parchment paper. After piping your macarons, give it a couple taps on your bench, and then you can flatten the peaks of your macaron with a little bit water on your fingers. To make it more professional, I sprinkled lavender on top of the macarons, and then I let it sit out for about 15 minutes or so that it formed a little crust. You can tell when this is done when you touch the macaron and it doesn't stick to your finger. Preheat your oven to 320 degrees, and when putting the pan in the oven, lower it to 300 degrees. Place your pan at the top or the bottom rack and cook for 8 minutes, and then turn your pan around and cook for another 8 minutes, and then your macarons are done. For the honey buttercream, I added half a cup of softened butter into a stand mixer, and then I also added 4 tablespoons of honey, and then I blended this together. Here I added half a teaspoon of vanilla bean paste, and then I continued to beat it. And then I added 1 cup of powdered sugar. If you like it a little sweeter, you can add a little bit more, but because we have the honey, it becomes pretty sweet. Then continue beating until it's well combined and the buttercream is nice and smooth. The last step is to assemble your macarons, so you're going to just pipe a little bit of the honey buttercream onto one side of your macaron, and then you're just going to close it with the other side. And there you have it, how to make lavender macarons with honey buttercream. This macaron is so good and one of my most favorite macarons, so you guys need to try it out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Bye! Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this week's video, and if you haven't already, please check out my how to make a minion cake video and how to make sugar cookies video. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media on my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and don't forget to subscribe to Jenny Bakes to see new videos every week. See you guys next week. Bye!